Casino, no time for losers. Frenemy fire, we're ready to ignite. Metal hearts pounding in the heat of the fight. Sharing thoughts on what a thrill. Come join the chaos, it's time to get your fill. Come join the chaos, it's time to get your fill.
Seven five. We there. See, live. I didn't even warn you that much. There's a cold open because I didn't plan it all, and I also misclicked and hit the button way too fast. So that's just the life we're living today. I'm not a planner. I don't plan anything.
It's the life I chose.
Tina's job to plan. It's Tina's job to plan. I'm not here to be an expert at anything. I don't know things. I'm just for the ride, man. With most things in life. I've never seen a Fast and
Furious character.
Never seen a single Fast and the Furious.
Bro, I grew up on those.
I don't know. Again, movies. Like, why movies when I got video games to play? Number one. They made a Fast and the Furious game recently, didn't they?
They did. It was god-awful.
Yeah, I've tempted them to catch up on, so John says, no thanks. I'm out. One of my friends...
John's right. These are the best movies of all time, man.
I'm not doing that because, like, if somebody tried to get me to, like, start watching One Piece, and when I heard there was 1,000+ episodes, I said, absolutely not. I'm not doing it. Make a video game. That would be the easiest way to watch that.
Multiple video games.
Yeah, but, like, which one will go over the story is the easiest way to, like, start, you know?
I have to do research because I don't play those games.
Well, because every Dragon Ball game is like, oh my god, Raditz is here again. Who would have seen that coming? Like, they never do anything new, so I don't know if I just picked any One Piece game. If that would be in the move.
Chat if I'm too loud?
No, you're fine. At least on mine. And if not, I'll fix it in post. That's the beauty of live. Oh, by the way, as you can tell, Aaron's not here this week. I would make a joke.
I'm not Aaron?
No, I would make a joke, but here's the fucked up thing I realized. For the past couple of weeks, I've been saying, here I am with accused arsonist Aaron Norman. And, Aaron's, like, apartment building caught on fire.
Yeah,
And
that's a lot better than my joke that I was gonna make.
It's not even a joke. I was just doing that as like I'm an accused anything, and it's like Aaron actually had a fire, so Aaron's a little busy right now, figuring that out. He should be back next week. I've sent him a microphone that he can use. Hopefully, it doesn't sound like total butts. He'll be back next week, but we were kind of in chaos.
You're
It's
not
kind of
thoughts and prayers, Aaron.
he's not in mine. I have to deal with him enough. Just get by, Aaron. You know what? He smells funny too.
Oh,
I'm not putting him in my thoughts and prayers. I like to think pure thoughts. I'm not putting Aaron in there.
but he's the purest boy.
We were talking about different Aarons, clearly.
For sure.
He can't even spell his name right. Beyond that, Ziggy is here, and I know he's introduced himself before, but Ziggy, go ahead and you can introduce yourself about everything.
How's everyone doing? It's your boy Ziki Gamma, and I am a Twitch streamer and also content creator online. I make news videos as well as just deep analysis videos in general, and it's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you. How many days sober have you been? Perfect.
We don't gotta get. Actually, someone might be watching this. I've been sober for a very long time.
102 days, probably. I don't know.
Bingo, even more.
I haven't.
This is actually emergency because, as is podcast tradition, when Kev asked me to be on the podcast, it's the same day I usually get sick.
That doesn't make any sense, and I think you're making that up completely.
The past 3 times I've been on this podcast, if we include this time, I've been sick.
How does that keep happening?
I don't know.
Great. Well, I got a whole bunch of things to go over in the things I've played. Some of them are quick and easy, and the other one is going to be like a weird mental journey. So I just need to start with like the easiest shit, which is like I'll just go back and. What's up?
I was gonna segue you in, but you got this, Chief.
Oh, segues or nothing. I can't even fit on those things. What was it? No, Monday I played some 30XX because I like to rotate through my roguelikes. And man, I like that game. It's real good.
Yeah.
I forgot like how hard the end game of it was. Like it just doesn't end. You beat the 8 robot masters and then there's like here's the final boss. Okay, here's another final boss. Just kidding, we got one more final boss. And also, like, here's the last final boss. Now you should escape before the time. It's like, what the fuck is too much going on here? Like, I would say it is so much. Me and Evil Guy played it Monday, and we beat it, and I won't lie, I was getting carried throughout that whole thing. The man was like, don't even worry about me picking up power-ups. Like, you can pick whichever ones you want. And God, that game is so hard. I like it. It's probably the best Mega Man game ever made. But
it looks good.
It's really good if you like Mega Man or 2D platforms in general. But that thing's hard, man. I don't think last time I won solo, I actually died in the escape out of the like final boss area thing. I realized I don't have gameplay up, which is dumb of me. But like as I was getting out of the final escape area, like I died and the game was just like, listen, man, you tried your best. Here's a win for you. So I'll take it. Ooh. And if that's the best I get. But like it really is the best Mega Man game you can ask for. It plays just like a Mega Man X. And if you haven't played it yet, why not?
Question.
Yes.
Is it better than that Kickstarter game that Mega Man creator came up with? Mighty Number 9, that's what it is.
I haven't played Mighty Number 9, but I could probably confidently say yeah. You should not have to even put them in the same league. I don't know if you saw last week. They're finally canceling the 3DS pre-orders for that game. So, good.
What? I've been waiting this whole time.
Yeah, were you really, though? Who wasn't?
Not I've never even looked at that game.
Yeah, it's not worth it. I was waiting for the 3DS version. You know what the thing is, John? If I were to get Mighty Number 9 with my own money, I would say yes. However, I somehow ended up with a Wii U, a PS4, and a Vita copy of that game. I sold them all because no thanks. But I don't even remember how they entered my possession. I know I spent $0 of my own money on Mighty Number 9.
That's good.
That being said, I'll probably try it one day just because. Because I'm a
maybe
psycho.
it's an Amazon Prime thing.
maybe I do like Mega Man, which is why I don't want to play Mighty Number 9. I'll try it just to say I tried it. But the thing is, I like Mega Man if they keep it to platforming, because I look at Battle Network and that doesn't interest me at all.
I'm not gonna say shit.
No, go on.
I love Battle Network, but then again, it could just be nostalgia. I'll be honest. That nostalgia is strong for me in Battle Network.
There's a lot of people who like it, and like I think it's like it's got that very WB for kids like cartoonish style where everything is solved through the power of friendship kind of plot looking to me, and like it just doesn't.
The first
me.
one for sure, yeah.
So like I don't know. I see that the what's it called collections are going on sale a lot, and like maybe I'll do it, but I don't know. It's gonna be a bit before I try that, but I will try that maybe one day. Okay, so I did that right. What are you doing in my thing here, Capybara?
I was adding links for you to click on so that you'll.
Oh
have
God,
a video
that's so
to look
helpful. Wow, actually that is super helpful. Thank you. The other thing I tried to play lately is not tried to play. I said that like I was struggling. I tried a little bit of Sonic and All Stars Racing Transformed. I just like having a little racing game on the Steam Deck. Sometimes I feel like playing it. And I always look at this one, never actually played it. But it's basically Mario Kart, but harder. Which is...
Can you explain?
So in Mario Kart, you know how like if you're in last place, they give you like all the items in the world to like get yourself back up, right?
Yeah.
There's none of that in Sonic Racing Transformed. It is like, listen, you're just getting whatever items you get, man. Good luck. It's a little more skill-based racing, which is good because I kind of find it more challenging. I'll keep working through it. I mean, I think I put in like B tier for now of my tier list that I'm keeping through the year. I'll have to check that when I'm done with my little list here. It could probably stay there. That rank could move as I play it more, but I do not have skills because I did not get gold in every cup. Beyond that, what else did I work on? Oh, if you want Smash Brothers, but Mom says we got Smash Brothers at home. I was playing a little bit of
at home.
We really do with Rivals of Aether 2. Now I've played the first Rivals of Aether, which people have called furry Smash Brothers. Yeah, okay, that's probably accurate. But this is I don't remember if I talked about the sequel or not, but pretty much the game went from like 2D to 3D, and this is like your final destination, no items, Fox only kind of Smash Brothers. I really wish there were items. That would make this game like a little better to me. But I know people like Smash with no items, but I like items on, man. It makes the battles feel more dynamic. I'm having a good time with it. I kind of want people to play with. Hello, Adam. If anyone gets into Rivals of Aether, I will play it with you. But I know most people will be like, hey, why not play Smash Brothers instead? Which I get. It makes sense to me. But I like the cute cast characters.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, if you want Smash Brothers on PC, but there's also like Brawl Out, and then there's Brawlhalla, and there's like another one I was looking at, but like, I don't know, I'm still looking for these non-traditional fighting game things to keep playing and dabbling around with. So, I'm gonna keep doing that. What else? All right, WWE, yeah, it was quick and easy. I dabble at that still, because who doesn't? 2K25 coming out, we'll talk a little bit about that, but, Roman on the cover finally. Oh wait, he was on 20.
Yeah, I was about to say, wasn't he on the cover before?
He was on the worst one that everyone wants to forget about, and you know what? That's fine. I didn't get to talk about beating Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages. Good game. I will say I like the Oracle games, but because it's on the Game Boy, there is a big like hurdle when it comes to making your items like be apparent. Hold on, let me see if I can get that. Oracle of Ages. Like when you're going to switch items, it's a kind of a pain in the butt because you only have two buttons and you got the start button, then you got to go select, and it kind of got like in the way in a boss fight. There was one boss fight where, if I can get the order correctly, I had to wait for it to drop, pick it up with the bracelet, then hit it with a different item, and then go back, switch it, and then hit it with a sword. It was like a lot, and I understand that like this is a Game Boy Color game. There weren't a lot of buttons, but Other than that,
they were limited by the technology.
they were, and I understand it's a virtual console or NSO release, whatever you want to call it, and like I get they can only work with what they got, but like God, I wish there was just like hit the select button or something to like make a third item slot. I don't know. I wish they did that back in the day, but I can't retroactively go back and fix that. That being said, the Oracle games should get remixed, is what I've learned from this. I would love that.
It would be nice.
I mean, they did it with Link's Awakening.
When's the next big milestone for Legend of Zelda?
I don't know. I feel like they happen every other year.
Touche.
If I'm being honest, I don't know. What do we? Skyward Sword was like. I was 25th. We're probably coming up on 35. Somebody fact check me on that. There's got to be like a Zelda anniversary coming up, and I would love to see the Oracle games remade. And then as a little bonus, the third never finished Oracle game that Capcom was working on. That would be super sick. Will we get it? Yeah, probably not. That would make me excited and happy. But I love this game. I think I put it in B tier just because it was like a little annoying to switch weapons. And then I got my mental exhaustion of the week of Metaphor ReFantazio, which I'm going to get some full-on gameplay here because I feel like it'll help illustrate my point. I like Metaphor, but I was having a point where I was like, do I want to keep playing this game? Can I get like a 10-hour gameplay here?
That's why I put in trailers.
Yeah, I want something. 52-hour video. This will be perfect. Can you even do that? It's 2 days worth of YouTube footage. Who's recording this? This is actually kind of close to where I am now. So, for those that don't know, for some reason, have been living under a rock, Metaphor ReFantazio is one of the worst named games of all time. It is it's Persona in medieval times, basically, which is good and bad.
The best.
It's pretty good. I will say that when I started this game, I realized that it's going to have a job system. And I am never good with RPGs and job systems because I always feel like every character has a path that they absolutely should be on, but they give you this illusion of choice of like, you could be a mage, but this character should probably be a knight and you should work on her being a knight because her magic kind of sucks. But she could be a mage. So I kind of went through the first dungeon of the game like, doing the lineup I wanted. I was like, I want this character to be a mage, this a seeker, this a healer. And as I got more and more in the dungeon, I learned that was the wrong choice, you stupid idiot. Why would you ever do that? So I
could have told you, but I was like, nah, let him.
No, I don't mind having help because I get confused with job systems because if you're gonna give me choice, I feel like the game should work in every way that you could possibly set it up. And I was going through the first dungeon, and I felt like I was so weak in this game. Like, I was scraping through battles. I was not doing that much damage. I was like, what is going wrong here? So I was like, okay, I barely scraped through that first dungeon. You do that dungeon, and then immediately there's like yet another boss fight where I didn't get to heal. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I'm already feeling like I'm struggling. So I got through that, and I was like, oh, God, okay, let me save and like let me re-strategize what I want to do. And then I go to re-strategize what I want to do, but I have to watch like an hour and a half of cutscenes. And I understand it's a Sega Atlas RPG. I know what Persona is about, but I was like, holy fuck, I just want to do something else. And I know what I signed up for, but it was the fact that it was like a boss fight, and then a bunch of cutscenes to like really set up the actual plot of the game. I was like, fuck, like, what are we doing here? So like I had this like very deep internal thought of like, do I want to keep doing this? And like, am I even like that JRPG person anymore? So I put it down for a day. That was Monday when we played 30XX. I went to jiu-jitsu that night, and I was talking to my friend, and I was like, listen, have you played Metaphor? And he's like, yeah, I'm almost done with Metaphor. I was like, okay, I got a bunch of questions. Apparently, the character's feeling overall weak, not unique to me. Apparently, it's just like the gimmick of this game. Like, the battles are a lot harder. Yeah. So I was like, okay, fine. I'm not alone.
It sounds kind of like an SMT. Like, they're leaning more to the SMT.
Yeah, and Aaron said that too. Like, it was kind of like in between the difficulty scales. But I was just like, there's just so much going on, like, and I don't feel like enough was explained to me. And then like I started like my other issue was like, okay, I'm in a dungeon and I kill a monster and I feel like I could not grind. I kill the monster and they would just not come back. Apparently, if you wait around for a while, they will respawn back. But I felt like I was waiting for a bit, and I was like, okay, any more monsters? I kind of am low on experience. So, not only that, I also realized I wasn't doing any of the bounties in the game. I thought they were just kind of like side questy things, which they are, but they're also a really good way to get a lot of money of experience. So, now that I'm doing that, and the days off between the dungeons, I kind of feel like I'm on a better track with this game. That being said, I don't know if it'll hit S tier for me. I like the game a lot. I'm happy I didn't drop it after talking to some people. Because it is fun when things are clicking and working. It just kind of took a little bit to get there. Which kind of happened with Persona 4 and not so much 5 for me. So I am still continuing on Metaphor. I do realize that it is a whole lot to deal with and learn, but like that's just kind of what it is. I took like notes as I was going with this. I do love the overworld battle system where like if I see an enemy on the map in Persona, you could just slash them and get an advantage. And I was like, okay, yeah, kind of cool. Beer Bonger, thank you for this sub. How are you doing? Welcome to Frenemy Fire. God, you're handsome.
Bring it in, brother. Bring it in.
Ooh, Rainbow Six Siege, a game that everyone tells me I should not play. That's a story.
Yeah, no, hell no, don't ever play that.
Everyone says, like I talked to one guy at work. He's like, I love Rainbow Six Siege. Like I have a great time playing it. Like it gets real competitive. People are toxic as fuck. Don't get into it. But I've been playing it since it launched. I'm like, that was a whole lot of emotions right there.
Yeah, normally I let you talk because I don't want to cut you off. But this time I was like, no, I gotta cut you off.
Yeah, no. Everyone's told me just don't do that. But back to Metaphor, I like the fact if I see an enemy on the overworld and I attack it, there's a chance I could just end the battle right there. Like, knock him out, get experience, and I don't have to waste my time with it. Super cool. Love that if I'm strong enough. So that kind of cool. That is kind of cool. Nano, we will play around and will you press the button in a second. What else did I do? Oh, I couldn't control my party members at the beginning of the game. I thought that was weird. Because I know in Persona 3, you don't do that, right?
Yeah, in Persona 3, you don't do that. And I'm trying to think. In 4, they might give you the choice.
4, I think I had to set it.
Yeah, you have to set it. Like initially, I think 4 is when they started letting you have the choice if you want to control your party members.
Why would I not want to control my party members?
Like, some people want to have the traditional, the traditional level of difficulty of not being able to control every aspect of the game.
I don't trust them damn AIs. Damn it, they're coming from my
that's
job.
What makes it fun, Kev.
No. So it was rough with Metaphor, but I'm very happy that I'm back on it and I'm having a good time. So that is that. Oh, and before we let you get to your games, a round of will you press the button is having up. Ahem. Oh god, that one's dark. I'm not doing that one.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm not going back to that one. All right, you can control time, pause, rewind, or fast forward, but you have to eat your own vomit once a week. Would you do it?
How much time could I control? Is it just seconds, minutes, hours, days?
Let's just say for easiness, the farthest you can go back is a day. I'm not doing that.
I'm hitting the button.
Oh, what's the split? 52-48, way too close. I don't like how close that was.
I don't know, man. I think that's time travel. It's gonna cost you a lot.
Fun loophole. Doesn't say how much you could just eat a millimeter of your vomit.
Bingo.
Who's measuring their vomit in length with millimeter? Not ounces or anything. They're measuring it in length.
Those damn Europeans.
Yeah, that's what we learned from all that. Overall, this was good, man. And the Bang Marry Kill. Jason Momoa, Liam Hemsworth, or Hayden Christensen during, I don't know, ROTS, Return of the Sender.
Return of the Sith?
Return of the Sender, that's what I said. I'm marrying Jason Momoa. That man seems great. Liam Hemsworth seems like a good lay, and Hayden Christensen is the worst thing to ever happen to Star Wars, so go away.
I'm going marry Jason Momoa because he's such a nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
Bang Hayden Christensen. kill Liam Hemsworth because that whole relationship with Miley Cyrus was toxic.
He dated Miley Cyrus.
He was married.
Lovely. Well, now I learned. Anyway, Ziggy, what have you been playing?
Anyway, speaking of toxic shit, Marvel Rivals.
Yeah, wait, it's not that toxic. Well, I also don't play.
No, I tried to be clever about the shit and make my own shit, but I forgot to practice.
You can make it unlisted.
Do you want to do it now?
Yeah, unlist it and then I'll refresh the page.
Okay. So Marvel Rivals, I have been getting into that big time heavy. I think it's mostly because I'm such a Marvel fanboy. This is what I grew up in. This is my bread and butter of games I love to play.
All the Overwatchy style things.
Yeah, kind of the Overwatchy style, because I played from 2014 till I graduated college so much Marvel Rivals.
Overwatch.
See?
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you go back
It's
in time?
already got the chokehold in me.
Are you eating your own
played
vomit
it.
to do this?
I probably would.
All right, fair.
And it was an amazing game, but it finally kind of died out. Like I just lost my love of the game.
Right.
But now with all these Marvel characters, I'm back in love with the game. I'm back in love with playing it. And there's a lot of streamers who have either left Apex Legends or Overwatch, and are playing Marvel Rivals now.
I've seen a big Apex drop off.
Apex had a major drop off because there's no changes. Like nothing major has changed. It's like, oh, we tweaked the guns a little bit. We might have added something, but like nothing major has changed in the past couple of seasons.
Right.
So I've been getting into it. I've been playing a lot more tank, which is very weird for me because I'm a support player through and through. They say support players are the type of people who have the most stressful of all jobs, and this is how they de-stress, and this is kind of true. Playing support and getting bitched out. This is how I de-stress.
Why is that de-stressful? I don't want to be yelled at by some idiot on the internet.
Because compared to the rest of my day, this is the least stressful part of it.
That's fair. I take it all back.
So yeah, it's a lot of they just went through the season 1. Previously, Kev, you played season 0.
What?
And yeah, season 0, which was the warm-up season to like test things out, get a feel for everything.
Oh. Well, I feel shafted.
Now, I mean, it's still pretty good. All the characters are free.
Okay.
Looking at you, Overwatch. Even though people will comment say, "Oh, but Overwatch characters are free now." Not initially. In Overwatch 2, you had to buy characters.
That's kind of, I don't like when you have to buy characters for an online game like that.
Exactly, and people will complain enough that and didn't buy it that people were like, "Okay, we'll give them for free."
Yeah, because that's pay to win basically. If like somebody's like super broken.
Yeah, like Kiriko.
Right. Well,
let's not get into that conversation.
Who is your main on Marvel Rivals? Beer Bonger asked.
Probably Adam Warlock.
I don't know who that is.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yep, I know nothing. I'm a Marvel, like, casual doesn't define it. I like Spider-Man just as a character. That is my Marvel knowledge. And then people go, which universe of Spider-Man? And like, this is why I can't follow comics, because there's too many universes and death has no consequence. And like, in this universe, he's a dad. In this universe, he's like a cousin of Gwen Stacy. In this universe, he accidentally banging Aunt May. Like, it's a whole.
In this universe, he's the Lizard. Actually,
yeah.
In this universe, he actually killed Mary Jane with his radioactive semen.
Cool, but death is but a minor.
Don't ever read that comic, Kev.
I'm sure it's real. That's the worst part.
It is. It's very much real.
I hate that that's actually real. Kev is too dude bird be a nerd. I just don't have time. I've got video games to play.
Yeah, he's too busy beating nerds up in the gym with his gi.
Yeah, no gi. I don't like gi.
Always gi. Gi is superior.
No, gross. Anyway.
But yeah, it's a good time. I don't know how long it will last, because of course there will always be a fall off. But they're doing a lot of right things, so fixing a lot of things. And I have high expectations, but of course, we'll see how they handle the first L they take.
What do you think will be the first like Marvel Rivals like not controversy but like uproar that people go ooh, like Jeff the Shark just being executed?
Oh, people would love that.
But would they? I feel like people love him but
yes.
hate him.
No.
If Jeff the Shark dies, I'll never play this game again.
Honestly, if they found a way to kill off Jeff the Shark, I would give them even more money.
The cutest fucking character to ever hit the earth.
Hate him. I hate him with a passion.
Rude.
I'm trying to think what would be the controversy, because I don't think they're gonna implement a 2-2-2 like people are wanting. But I don't think
needs like a rebalance besides Jeff the Shark.
They do pretty good on rebalances. Of course, there are always going to be characters who are going to be S tier. Take that for what you will, because tier lists are kind of stupid. No one look at my tier list I made.
I gotta get mine ready, actually.
But there's always going to be superior characters to others. And it could just be the most of like, oh, this character is 0.10% better than this character, so they're S tier. And just like, just play what you want to play. When this isn't, unless you are going into a tournament, which actually, no, that could be my thing that I hate in this game. Because there's achievements, and I'm an achievement hunter. But one of the achievements is you have to play in a tournament match.
A tournament match being?
You find a team of 6 people, and then you, on these certain random time slots they open up, you hit on tournament, and you go in and you play, and you try to win. I'm like, I don't know 5 other people.
That's when you queue up with randoms and you make brand new friends.
You can't queue up with randoms. You have to have.
Oh, you have to know
team.
People?
You have to set up a team.
No thanks, I'm out.
Yeah, that's my thing.
I don't have time for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
But yeah,
that's why I don't do a lot of online games.
I still primarily do online games, but that's one thing I didn't like. That this was achievement, and of course the achievement, like if you do enough in a category you get a special title, but thankfully in like 2 seasons I can do the rest of the achievements and get that title.
Well, hopefully you make it. I'm glad you're loving Marvel Rivals. I will say I like playing it only with people though. It is very chaotic. There's a lot of stimuli going on at once when playing that game. It is a lot for me to keep
ADHD
up with.
ADHD dream.
No, it's not, because I have ADD, and there's just a whole lot going on, and I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing.
Nightmare. That's what I meant. Nightmare. Get those 2 words.
Beer Bonger asked, do you think there's a balancing issue on Rivals?
I do think there is a balancing issue. I just said there isn't, but I guess at higher tiers and higher levels, you could say there is a balancing issue, because you always, like, I can speak for supports. I can say that at high levels where there's a pick ban, your Mantis and your Luna Snow are going to get banned, or have a higher chance of getting banned just because of their ultimate abilities of just keeping the team alive. So I guess in certain ways there's always balancing issues, but I think no matter what they could do, it's always going to be a balancing issue. It's just a matter of what they want the meta to be at that time. Are they okay with the meta that it is at this point? Because let's say they change something. People who know life this game are just going to find what the new meta is, and then people are going to complain about that as a balancing issue. I don't think anything will ever be perfect in when you have so many characters. I think they got like 38 right now. You just can't balance that many characters. So you got to pick and choose what your meta is going to be and how long that's going to last.
See, this is why the online games I play, and I know people call me a filthy casual, it's like I got 3, the Fortnite, COD, and Halo. Because the gun is the ultimate equalizer, man. As long as I hit you enough times, you're going down. And that's all I need to do. Simple as that, baby. You know?
What if they have the Eminem weapon or whatever? I don't remember from that meme.
I don't know. I will say of those 3, I've definitely dropped off Fortnite the hardest right now. I'm just not being that drawn into it lately. So,
Fair.
I don't know. It's real rough for me, but that's that. What is the next game you got going on here, Chief?
yeah, speaking of games that I love, I went back about 10 years back now to the game I played all the time in high school.
What is this
Need
game?
for Speed. I have no clue. I just looked up a long
No, that's
form
fair.
video. Need for Speed 2015. Kind of the reinvention of Need for Speed where Ghost Games got its hands on it.
That's a developer I've never heard of, actually.
Am I
Who's
saying
Ghost
it right?
Games?
Ghost Games was before they got the Need for Speed franchise. They were EA support studio,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it was Criterion had it beforehand, and Criterion gave us just a really bad game.
Really?
Yeah,
like
so
Criterion,
EA
though.
was like, yeah, we're taking this out of your hands.
That sucks, because I like Criterion. I feel like they're actually, like, people like them for racing games, especially, like, when the Most Wanted reboot came out, like the one with the white and red cover. I feel like people really, really like that one. Or did I make that up? Or maybe I was just like a Wii U fanboy at the time. It was like, oh, that's our Need for Speed, dude. We finally got the good one. That could
I don't know.
totally be
I
it.
heard a little bit about it at the start, but I didn't hear much. I don't hear much about it afterwards. Kind of like another franchise we'll talk about soon, or you talked about already. But yeah, it was good. Like, there's some problems with it, of course. Having a night setting is a big problem for some people because they want to. Go ahead.
I like the night settings. I'm different.
I like having the choice, which you can get
Okay.
in Heat and Unbound.
Heat is
But
good.
I love Heat. People still play Heat just because
They do.
Unbound was kind of, yeah.
Yeah. People have asked me to come back to play Heat while I'm streaming other things. Like when I was playing it, I gotta say that community, fucking awesome. Love that community on Heat. Like when I was stuck in a race, people were coming in the stream and be like, "Let me help you." And I still have the clip of one guy just coming out and knocking the person out in first place out of the way so I could win. Like,
Yeah,
beautiful people.
The racing community can be good and it can be bad.
Beautiful people. Love them.
It depends on
What
who
I
you
know.
meet.
Well, the people I met are great. So
Some people will like, oh, I don't like that you don't think highly of Need for Speed, so and so, or Midnight Club. So I'm gonna dox you and your family.
that's just anybody. This is why I play games offline mostly. Because I get one kill in Call of Duty, somebody's like, "Well, time to ruin you financially." Like a
Yeah,
normal
but I think that was
person.
more so like YouTube aspects. But we're getting off point
Either
here.
way, yeah.
The point is Need for Speed 2015. It's a game that I will admit has its problems.
Mm-hmm.
The handling can be a bit wonky, and what's something that I love, but I can admit that other people hate. The story in this game. The story in this game is something that I love. I personally love. I love how cheesy it is because it's live action cutscenes,
Hell yeah, dude.
but the camera is just your first person perspective.
Oh, that's weird.
I kind of like it because it feels like you're right there in the scene. Like this is your crew, and you do have different styles that you play as. In Heat for Speed, there's I think 5 paths.
Mm-hmm.
You have Spike, who is like traditional street racing. Amy, who's about building the best car.
Right.
You have Manu, who's about drifting, and also I'm gonna be real sad when this game goes offline because I think this is the last appearance of Ken Block we have in video games, and he's immortalized in this game. So that's gonna hurt
Surprised
so
it's
much.
even online still. I feel like EA would have taken notice by now.
No, EA actually have these games up the online up for a good while. I think it will go offline maybe 2026, 2027 early.
Yeah, I mean, if they're keeping it on, I feel like peer-to-peer servers, if they ever use them, like people would be like, "Yeah, you guys figure it out." Maybe
Yeah.
might be outdated at that point, but this one kind of looks interesting to me. I just put on my list to eventually play.
I do love it. I just went back and like I initially I did a bunch of races just so I can earn money so I can have a dream car.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, oh, I'm kind of winning all these races too easy. So I sold that car that was OP. Got like a traditional car. I'm trying to think. I think I got a Nissan something. I can't remember what
Nissan
car I got.
Skyline, baby.
No, I
That's the only Nissan car I know off the top of my head. That's the only reason I said it.
Fair. I got 2 cars that are more like believable as a street racing car. Like, because I don't go for the Hurricanes. And I don't go for the Porsche 911s.
I know that one. I know that one, actually. That's the only one I know.
You should, because the Porsche 911 has been the most OP car in Need for Speed for so long.
Yeah, I think my dad liked that one. This is the only game series he ever played.
What else? So I talked about Spike,
Mm-hmm.
Amy, Manu, Robin, who is like, you're in a crew and you're trying to like build these. I think they need to bring this back. It's like a drift train, which you and like 5 other AI, or you can do real people, I think,
Mm-hmm.
try and drift as close as possible together and form like a drift train. And that's
Right.
and her whole like storyline is kind of like all these crew events that you do with other people.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually there's another storyline that pops up where it's like, hey, like the first time you get pulled over by, not pulled over, but interact with a cop, you get a text from someone, and I won't spoil who, even though it's a 10-year-old game. But their storyline then becomes like being the criminal and just like trying to outrace the cops as much as you can, and going to that next tier, and the next tier, and the next tier up.
Neat. Good game. It sounds
So
like.
yeah, it's a good game. I really enjoy it, and I'd say if you can, go ahead and play it while we still got it, because people are still playing this game.
I'll
You thought
probably
Heat
end
was
up doing it
popular.
offline. I did not expect people to love Heat so much.
Yeah, Heat was popular. People still playing Heat. People still playing 2015. Like I got into 2015 like 2 weeks ago online, and it was like a good amount of people playing that game.
Crazy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people out there still playing these.
Yeah. Speaking of things that people are still playing, Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh, I need to play this.
I decided with the fact that we're gonna get a DLC expansion this year to kind of hop back in and play as evil Slytherin.
I feel like Slytherin gets a bad rap.
They do.
Is everyone
Like,
evil by default? I don't know enough about Harry Potter.
I think so. There's one quote in the first book where like Harry's asking Hagrid, like because he doesn't know shit about the Wizarding World. It's what about the Hogwarts houses, and he's like, and Hagrid says the line of, "There ain't a witch or wizard who went bad who hasn't been a Slytherin." And I think that kind of makes everyone think, okay, Slytherin's the evil house, when technically he's just saying that there's a lot of evil people who happen to be Slytherin, but anyone who's evil or a dark wizard could be in any house.
I feel like that's a nice politically correct way to say, yo, the Slytherin dudes are bad motherfuckers.
They are misunderstood.
It's like saying, like, listen, I'm not saying all pedophiles got mustaches, but people with mustaches, they tend to be pedophiles. That's all I'm saying.
It's a good thing I shaved.
I don't trust anybody who has that guy has just a mustache. I don't trust him, dude. I just realized in the cutscene.
Maybe this is why you hate mustaches.
I hate mustaches because we should just let them go. They're fucking weird.
They're awesome.
They're not. The only guy that looks good with it is my father-in-law, and he's a goddamn gangster.
That is true.
There's always an exception, no exceptions. My rule of life.
So yeah, I've been playing this game on my stream, and I'm trying to I've been playing a lot of mods, and we'll get into the modding for Hogwarts Legacy later with my news story.
Mm-hmm.
So stay tuned. But it's a fun game. I love the characters. Of course, people talk about Sebastian, who's a Slytherin, but my favorite character is Poppy. She's a Hufflepuff, just like you, Kev. She loves animals.
I still don't know. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, Hufflepuff means that you're a hard worker.
In what aspect? Because I hate going to work every day. What am I hardworking at? I need to know, because I put a lot of my skill points into things I care about.
You have a good work ethic.
Yeah, as long as I
You're
care about
loyal.
the thing, I agree. Okay,
Yeah.
yep, I'm with that.
You're kind, fair,
All right, fair.
patient,
I'm
modest.
gonna- All right, I'm gonna go back to
Non-competitive.
I'm gonna go back to patient. People always say that I'm not patient in this world, and I like to stake my claim. I'm patient at things I care about.
Exactly. I think that's with anything, and non-competitive. Yeah, I don't know if you're an animal lover.
I fucking love animals. So
Oh,
cute.
yep. So you see, I think Chelsea is right. You are definitely Hufflepuff.
I don't know enough.
But yeah, Poppy's my favorite character. She has an animal storyline, and I love her so much.
Mm-hmm. Fair. I don't know enough about her. So I guess I'll play this then.
You should.
I want to. I'm going to sit and play it with Tina, though. We can make our own little wizard. His robe moves while he's standing still. What is that?
It's windy.
No, it's like a smoke effect on the back. Do you see it?
Oh yeah, that's the pre. I think that was the pre-order bonus.
I was going to say, this is a Slytherin thing. No shit, they're evil. He's got, like, demon smoke coming off him at all times.
It is the dark arts robe that he's wearing.
Of course. Yeah, okay. So the Slytherin, yeah, you know what? The Slytherin can't really hide it. They're not even trying.
They are perfectly fine.
Sure. Yeah, they're perfectly normal people. So you're having a good time with it, though?
I had a great time with it. I always have a great time with it. And especially now that they've patched a lot, and like I'm shocked because I'll talk about it later when we get into the story.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a very good time. They definitely made some improvements from when the game first came out. And speaking of things that have made improvements since they first came out, Moonlighter.
One that you keep telling me to play, and I want to. I will.
I don't know how you don't play this, Kev? Because I don't like roguelikes.
It's not that I don't want to. It's just there's so many games in the world. And when I rotate through my roguelikes, I usually go through ones I've played already. Like, just revisiting as like a time killer. But I want to play this.
Please.
I'll shortlist it if you want me to.
Please shortlist it. I don't know what I have to do for you to shortlist it, but please shortlist it. I think you would really like it.
All right, after Viking,
I think you would like one
Wolves
half
of
of it, I
Midgard.
would say.
Wait, what?
Huh?
What do you mean one half of it?
Because half of it is a roguelike.
Yeah.
So let me explain what Moonlighter is.
Yeah, you should do that.
The Moonlight story goes... What?
You should do that. That's a good idea.
Moonlight story goes is that there once was a village outside of a massive dungeon where soldiers and warriors and adventurers would travel through all over just to go and seek glory. But eventually, the final dungeon got so dangerous that they locked it up, and eventually warriors left the town, and the town got barren, which means your father's business kind of dried up because you run a store selling the goods and the items that would drop from the monsters.
All right.
So you decide that you're gonna revitalize the business, and you're gonna go in yourself.
Okay.
And get the items that drop from the monsters yourself.
Okay.
Even though you're just a merchant. So during the night, you go into these rogue-like elements. And during the day, you run a shop. Or you can run a shop. Eventually, you'll get the option of having a shopkeeper that you can hire. And then you can just do nothing but go through the rogue dungeons.
That sounds like my dream because I want to do all the fighting parts.
But I kind of like the shop elements. The main point of the fact that there are shoplifters and you can kick their ass.
Oh, I would totally. Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah. But also, as we're seeing on screen here, there's a lot of elements. And we skipped that part, so I'll just talk about what's on screen now.
Oh, crap. Sorry.
It's fine. You can only carry so many items. You have to choose and pick. Like, okay, what am I going to keep? What am I going to take with me when I leave this dungeon? Because you can't take everything with you. So you have to be smart about, like, hey, what's going to sell me the most? What's going to give me the most money? And back on the topic I was talking about, where there's different weapons. You can have big swords. I think a sword and shield, a spear, and a glove. Like you could fight things with your fist.
Okay.
So overall, I would say this is one of my favorite indie games, which is saying a lot because I don't like indies.
Which is just such a shame.
And I would recommend anyone play it.
Why don't you like indies so much? They're out to love you.
They aren't. They're out to take your money and then
they're not
move, and then close up their shop.
I can't believe you. I want to play this real bad. It looks very Zelda dungeony, which I like.
Yeah, I get that element.
Or Isaac-y. Yeah, this looks good. But I'm gonna play it. Don't get me wrong. I just got things on my shoulder. I got to get through Metaphor, number 1,
Yeah.
which is going to be, I'll see you in June. And then, like, I have Viking Wolves of Midgard on my list for a long time. Yeah, but it's on there. It's on the short list.
Fair.
Promise that. Maybe I'll start it side by side. Okay, maybe I will.
Yeah, maybe start. Maybe when you start that, I'll start back up Railbound.
Okay.
Another indie game.
Let me get that on here. So you do like indie games, you liar.
Technically, I have 52 indie games.
Exactly.
In my Steam library of 400 games.
This looks like an iPod Touch game. I'm just gonna throw it out there right now.
It is. I think I found it because it was in indie game showcase I was watching the stream for.
Okay.
I'm like, the art looks cute and it's a puzzle aspect. It probably is on iPads.
This looks like an iPad. So I'm maybe this is level 1, but the puzzle looks like it's connect the track to the other track.
Yeah. But eventually you get more tracks. You get underground tracks you have to deal with. You have to hit switches.
Okay.
The puzzles get very intricate eventually.
I was gonna say,
Like,
I
I'm
hope
sure
so
if you-
because squares.
Like because this is World 1. I'm sure if you jump to like World 4 or something, you'll see that it's a lot more complex.
Let's go to level 8, just for fun.
Yeah. The final ones.
Oh, this is great. So I'm going all the way at the end.
Yeah.
Okay. So you just connect these cars. Oh, one has to go in the first order. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you have to also put them in order, like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Interesting. So, okay, 1, 2. Okay, I can see how this could get addicting, actually. 3 didn't make it. This actually looks kind of cool. You know what? I judged
Yeah, it's a
too
very
hard.
cool, very fun indie game.
Yeah.
And I gotta
What are
give
you
it the
playing
props.
this
It's
on?
really good.
Playing on PC. Why'd I ask?
Of course, Kev, what you know me? I don't play nothing on anything else.
I know. I don't know if you were playing it on like your Samsung Galaxy Tab or something. I don't know.
No.
I don't know what other platforms there are other this would be on. I mean, this looks neat enough. I feel like this would be a Switch game.
I'm sure
Maybe.
it has to be on Switch. Actually,
It probably is. It looks like neat enough. Not too complex. This could be like a good like I'm on break at work kind of game.
Yep.
I need something to kill time. I feel like I
That's
would
on
play
Mac,
this.
which is
Who's
shocking.
playing on a Mac?
I don't know.
Only
Is that
way to
something we
play
can
games-
agree on?
Yeah. Well,
So that's the last game. Me.
that's everything.
Do you want to
You
get to
did
the
it.
news or do you want to get into patrons?
I want to get into news because I want
Okay.
to see because I haven't talked about it with Aaron yet. But
Okay.
you're here, so the Switch 2 came out. You might have heard about it, or not came out. It got announced. It's finally here.
You're so welcome.
Well, listen. I've been wanting to talk about it with somebody. I gotta say, it is a boring reveal, but that is good. I want it to be boring. I literally just want a better Switch. I don't want a crazy gimmick. I literally just want a Switch that is way, way better.
And I see people comparing it to the previous announcement with the Switch 1 reveal. And I think it's different for different reasons.
Okay.
With the Switch 1, they have to sell you and explain to you what it is, what it can do, and what it's capable of.
Mm-hmm.
The Switch 2, they don't have to do that. You know what it is. You know what it's going to be like. They just have to tell you why it's different, which is why I think this trailer is very basic.
Well, I don't think this was supposed to be like the real reveal. I just feel like so many leaks have come out. They're like, listen, we got to do something at this point. And it kind of gives me the feeling of like, okay, look, here's something. We're not ready yet. Just shut up. So at this point, it kind of what it feels like. I've seen a lot of people right here complain about this little tab about the Joy-Cons coming off. They're like, oh, that's going to break. Hey, listen, time will tell. I don't know.
Time will tell.
Also,
It's a button. It doesn't just snap on and off.
Yeah, people want to just complain about something. I like it, and I've been seeing some weird, like, rose-tinted nostalgia things about, like, what they think this top USB-C port is for. The dumbest one I've heard, where is it? So we got the top. There's the second USB port. I saw somebody say it would be cool if this was a link cable setup so that when you play Pokemon, it'll be like the old days. What fucking year do you think it is? Why would we ever do that? Why would you want
I'm sorry if this was audio, but what the fuck?
That was the dumbest thing I ever saw. Like, why would they ever go?
Sit the fuck down.
That was the most like nostalgia-ridden thing. It's just like, dude, why would they ever do that? Like, and then I saw somebody else being like, well, then I saw somebody else being like, well, that way, like, maybe they do a USB-C to link cable adapter so you can go back to your Game Boy and trade your Pokemon from Red and Blue. And I was like, you need to let that go. You fucking nostalgia poison shit. Like, it's not going to happen.
I think someone also pointed out, which I give them props for. Remember the Vita?
Yes.
Remember how the Vita had a port?
Yeah.
And no one knew what it did? We still know what it did.
No, the charging port. What do you mean?
There was never a port on there.
There was the game slot, the 3G slot on the original Vita. The charging port. That was the only slots I know of. The original Vita had a 3G card, don't forget. If you wanted it to. The Wii U had that port on the bottom that was never used. What port on a Vita?
Between the volume button, the volume buttons, and the game slot. You would lift it up a slot, and there was never like a cable port that you could connect something to.
I'm trying to even see it now.
I could send you
yeah, send me a picture because I bet you it's the 3G card slot, the SIM card. Because I believe it. I'm excited for a Switch too. I don't really. The thing is like
posted it in the thing.
Where?
Right underneath the Switch story.
Oh. Let's see. Enhance. What is this port used for? Okay. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
This is the Vita. Oh, some TV output thing that was I actually didn't know this. Okay, you got me. I need to sit the SIM card slot. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm the Sony fanboy according to people online.
Yeah, you
even though my PlayStation
once.
hasn't been touched in like 6 months.
Yeah. Switch 2 looks cool. That's all I can say. We know nothing about it. And that's about it. I'm gonna toss that so I don't forget that. All right.
Well, I was just
No, you're good.
Do you want to talk about something else that happened in that trailer?
Oh, did I miss something?
Mario
what
Kart,
else?
but I just want to talk about Mario Kart.
I mean, look, I'm excited for new Mario Kart, but I'm overanalyzing about 10 seconds of gameplay way too hard. I don't know anything
I
about
think you
it
can tell a lot from 10 seconds of gameplay.
It's 24. I will say, there is nothing like a Nintendo trailer for a bunch of YouTubers to come out and make a 2-minute trailer into a 20-minute video essay.
A 20-minute video essay, and they didn't even talk about Princess Peach being in her dress. It's crazy.
I shit you not. I've seen.
You know the meme.
I've seen it. 3 different YouTubers who made like hour-long videos off this 2 minutes of footage. I'm like, guys, you really 2 minutes. Yeah, what are you guys doing? Like, they made a video literally about nothing. Like, the only reaction is like, that looks pretty cool. It's not even like a full trailer yet. Hello, Chipachuluka.
I will say that I'm kind of conflicted on, because initially I also said that they did it just to shut people up and try to control the narrative.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Ethan Carter.
I feel like I know that name, but I can't.
Ethan Carter the third.
Oh,
EC3.
Right. Okay, I see where you're going with this.
Yeah,
I realize now.
But at the same time, when the Switch 1 came out, they had the launch trailer. They said 2 months later we're gonna have like a direct about this.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 months after that, or a month or 2 months after that, I'm sorry, I'm trying to think off the top of my head. That's when it came out. So it's not, in terms of like normal directs, this is very strange because normally they say like, here's the direct and it's coming out today or tomorrow. Mm. But if we go and look at the Switch history, then this isn't that far off. But on the third hand, they don't just do whatever they need, whatever the history repeats stuff. They do their own thing.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited to see when they actually do their Switch for real direct.
Yeah.
So until then, I got nothing to really say other than looks neat.
Yeah, and speaking of things that people have nothing to say about, Sony doesn't have a lot to say about these 2 projects that they canceled.
They canceled. They're apparently more than this. I put this up a while ago. Oh my god, I can't read it. Give me a second. I'm gonna break the law real quick.
I thought I was like, you want me?
No. I'm on it. Da 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 bum 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 bum. Da, 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 da. All right. So apparently, Sony's canceled more live service games, which I just really, really hate. I guess this page will not load. So fuck me, I guess.
I was gonna send you a link that I saw.
Yeah, send me a link. This isn't working out. Sony demoted their president and got a new one. Yeah. Apparently the whole like gimmick when Sony bought Bungie was that they were really looking for live service stuff. And I think at one point they said they wanted 12 live service games to be in their like portfolio of games. And somebody must have told Sony, hey, nobody can do all that at one time. Yeah, I think the number was 12. I could be wrong. But they've slowly but surely been canceling more and more. Obviously, Conquered was like the first domino to fall there. And then the Last of Us multiplayer game, maybe that was even before that. It kind of just seems like they're realizing like this is a lot of work. And chasing that trend is a lot harder than it seems. Is kind of the thing I've been hearing a lot. Yeah, the thing I'm trying to really find. Oh, I think you found the exact game I wanted to talk about. Okay, this page doesn't work. God damn it, Ziggy.
Hold up. Wait, what?
God of War sequel. Oh, I know why. You put a... Give me...
I didn't do anything. I just copy and pasted it.
I think you got cut off the L.
We don't take L's over here.
Yep, okay. I put an L at the end of the URL. That works.
We don't take L's.
Sony cancels a God of War sequel. But if I remember right, if I can find it... Bend Studio based in Oregon sells more of a half a dozen doubtless on that site. All right, so one of the live service games was going to be a God of War live service game. Who the fuck is asking for a God of War live service game? I cannot think of a game less suited for multiplayer games as a service than God of War.
But we got to get that Fortnite money.
That's really the problem, is that they're chasing the Fortnite train. And it doesn't do anything for anybody because like it's too late to do a new games as a service. I feel like they have the Kings, you got your COD, your Fortnite, I guess not even Apex, but like they're done. No, people don't play more than one of these. I feel like
yeah,
it's
people
too much commitment.
because you can't with season passes now. You have to pick your game and stick with it.
Right. It's just a lot, but like again, oh my god, I hate every website. Who is just asking for a God of War multiplayer game? I saw one somewhere that they were gonna do a Horizon like live service game.
They're gonna do Horizon Zero Dawn service game.
I don't want anymore.
I can kind of see that. I see that more so than a God of War game.
I say this with my full chest and full sincerity. I want no more live service games forever for the rest of my life.
I could do it for a few more.
I don't want any more. Like, I just don't. There's too many of them. It's just becoming soulless, and I know people will get on me, but you play Fortnite. That's fine, because it's already been there. I don't want more just to exist because. And then people lose their jobs because they realize, oh, you can't play 12 of these games at once? Why not?
I think that any game can be made, and any game is possible, if there is a good reason to make that game. Like God of War, I would agree with you. Who needs a God of War live service game? What would you do? Play? Actually, no. Hold up. I just thought about something that would have been cool. They combined God of War with Percy Jackson. That would have been awesome.
I don't want that.
But that's the only way I could see it working. If they made a Percy Jackson live service game.
I don't want that at all. See where it goes. We are.
Well, I was gonna also say for that Rise Zero Dawn. I can kind of see that because there's so many tribes in those games that you could pick different factions. Would I be interested in it? No. So I'm kind of happy it got canceled. The Spider-Man game. Actually, no. The Last of Us game. I'm glad that got canceled. I do not want a Last of Us.
Yeah, I think it's a big narrative. Like I don't want it to be watered down to some multiplayer shooter.
I think that's the reason we didn't have a multiplayer aspect in Last of Us Part 2.
Well, they tried it in 1, and it was like interesting enough, but like it was fine for like one of those game modes of like, we just made a little deathmatch thing. Here you go. But like, I don't see it expanding to being a whole service thing.
Yeah, and then the only one that I wanted that they canceled was the Spider-Man live service game.
What are you gonna do in that?
You could do so much in that. Oh my god!
What can you actually do in a multiplayer Spider-Man game? Like, what possibly
Spider-Verse?
What and do what?
Fight bad guys with your friends.
How many times before you're like, okay, we've killed Venom like 6 times, guys?
I would play that all day. I would just be straight up into the Spider-Verse streamer.
That would run dry so quick. I promise you.
No, never.
So what we need is a Spider-Man Battle Royale. Exactly. Every different symbiote, baby. All right, enough of that. This Game Pass one is old news now. Get rid of that. All right, there was an Xbox Developer Direct, which guess who didn't watch? Me. I have better things to do. So I caught up with it after. And big thing, obviously, now as we all know, in May, I will be a busy, busy boy. There's apparently a new family member in my life that's going to exist. Exciting. Her birthday is projected to be May 16th, and Doom the Dark Ages scheduled for May 15th. I'm not saying it's fate. I'm just saying what I see. And I can't wait for this fucking game. This is going to be my game of the year.
Name a shot after a Doom character.
I will not. She probably wouldn't like being called Doom Guy. So there's that. This game looks absolutely fucking sick. The one thing that scares me slightly is that they said they dropped the multiplayer mode. That part, don't care. That's fine. But I saw that they said they dropped it for the most expansive campaign ever, which is great in paper, but I worry that a game will overstay its welcome. Thoughts?
I've never played Doom.
You fucking shut your mouth. It's the best.
This is one of those old folks games. I'm like, I'm kind of.
No, it got rebooted. It's a new folks game now. You go back.
If I didn't really care about the first one.
The reboot?
Yeah, because I was like, I don't care about Doom.
Go play Counter-Strike, weirdo nerd. I'm excited for this.
Don't tell me.
I love it. Apparently, other games that got talked about were South of Midnight, a third-person action-adventure game, which I know nothing about. It is I actually haven't heard of it. Maybe I heard of it once. But it seems like a third-person action-adventure kind of thing. Which, but the only thing I would say about it is that it kind of graphically looks a little Fortnite-y. Which I feel like way too many people are doing. Like, I don't know how I feel about the graphic style. I kind of feel like that's getting like to be a way too popular trend, and I don't love that.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
Most of the Fortnite reminds me of kind of like the It Takes Two, No Way Out, like those games.
Yeah, it kind of gives that vibe a little bit. I think this looks cool as a game to play. I just think it kind of looks ugly, but beyond that, I might try South of Midnight. This looks neato. So I'll keep my eye on that one. Play. Stitch likes the art. Hey, if you like the art, I'm not going to take it away from you. You're the artist. Yeah, what do I know?
I'm about to say you are the artist.
Expedition 33, which is a turn-based RPG set in a fantasy version of late 19th century France. That just sounds like 19th century France. Woo, turn-based RPG. I'm telling you, metaphor's unlocking something in me. And this combat
that does look interesting, I'm not gonna lie.
That combat looks really cool. Yeah. A terrible name for the game, not gonna lie. Expedition 33 doesn't really kind of sounds like a project title to me more than anything.
Come on. We've had great project titles like Project Triangle Strategy or Project Octopath Traveler. And look at where those games went to.
So the game will just be called 33.
Expedition 33.
The backstory as to why it's called Expedition 33 is quite interesting. Maybe I should look into that. Thank you, Static. I guess I'll have to look into this, but this game actually looks... What is Project Hammer? I feel like I've heard that, but now I can't think of it.
We still have that Order game 66. For the 3DS.
No, that was Codename Steam.
Okay.
That game, cancel the Wii game. There you go. Looks neat. I will look into that. Ninja Gaiden 4, I feel like this wasn't a new announcement, unless I'm crazy. I feel like we knew this was coming out. Oh, wait, Sata gave us it. It's in a world in which humanity lives and dies by the will of the paintress, a mysterious godlike entity. Each year she paints a number on her monolith in the sky. Yes, okay, I remember this now. And each year people die as soon as they reach that age. Sounds horrifying, actually. I forgot that. I feel like, so we have heard of this game before, because I remember that exactly once you said that. So, alright, I guess this is something I've seen before. Well, now I know. That game looks cool. I will play it. Ninja Gaiden 4 was the other thing, which again I feel like we've seen before. This was new enough. The previous announcement of the Game Awards was the 2D. That's right. I keep mixing that up. The Game Awards had the 2D Ninja Gaiden, which I want to play. So Ninja Gaiden 4 is here, and this makes me excited because actually, you know what the thing is? Because then the remaster came out, my brain's all screwed. Anyway, I'm excited for Ninja Gaiden 4. I played 1 and 2. I gotta try 3, which I heard was like the weaker one of the 3. But Ninja Gaiden is a series that, like, I know people say like Souls games are hard. I feel like this is like the original setup of hard games are hard, like just by seeing the title. And for some reason, I'm kind of good at Ninja Gaiden. I don't know why. Don't know why, but does it excite you at all?
Not in the slightest.
God, the old people game, right? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, pretty much, kind of.
You gotta understand the classics, kid. Which is weird calling that.
Understand my boot.
Yes. The remake of 2 is on Game Pass, which also got shadow dropped. I would play this, but I played Ninja Gaiden 2 so recently that I'm like, all right. I don't know about it. It is fun, and I thought the original game for the 360 held up very well. I'm sure the remaster is even more fun. Like, if I didn't just play 2, I would do this again. But it's just so recent for me. So I hope everyone has a good time trying it, because it's a very, very fun game. I'm sure the remaster is even better. Ryu Hayabusa is hot. All right. Moving on to that. That was all. That was actually it. Yeah, that's right. It was a short little thing. Cool games. You know, you played Dead or Alive? By any chance?
No.
I don't lie to me.
I know that. Is that the one where you're playing beach volleyball?
No, not the volleyball spinoff, which is what I know you would think it is. The Dead or Alive fighting game, the real series.
Oh no, heck no, then.
Okay, well that is the same universe as Ninja Gaiden, believe it or not.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, they weirdly made it in. All right.
Speaking of universes,
we got WWE 2K25, which this is going to be solely for me and Ziggy, I feel like. I kind of scrolled through this quickly. I won't lie, it kind of just seems like, yep, this is your sports game. This guy's face.
I think this might be the first one I don't get.
I'm going to get it, but I will say I am going to wait, because I've done this 2 years in a row where I get on Xbox because I wait, is it going to be a Steam Deck playable or not? And then they, like 2 months later, they're like, oh yeah, we finally got around to saying it is. So I buy it again because I'm an idiot.
I thought I gifted it to you.
No, you didn't. WWE?
One of these WWE games I know I gifted to you.
Maybe you did. If you did, I sound like an ungrateful asshole. I feel like I bought this one, but you could be right.
I think I gifted you too.
Well, fuck you. Now I'm an ungrateful asshole.
Because I want to play with Kev on PC, so I'll gift him.
I will. I'll play with you. Games. All you gotta do is ask. I'll play wrestling anytime. It doesn't take much to ask me. The big thing that seems to be like intergender matches might be the biggest thing right now, which sounds cool.
Interested.
I do want.
You want to talk about? Go ahead.
I don't know. I was gonna say I just wanted to see if it happens, but we got an actual trailer, which I'm excited for. But it's a trailer. I can't say like anything like blew my mind about it. Roman's model looks kind of weird. There's gonna be your normal Road to WrestleMania My Rise thing.
Yep.
I get the Bloodline story was the biggest thing last year. I want no more Bloodline stuff ever again after WrestleMania. I want it to be fucking done. I'm so done with this shit.
I understand that, but I think we have to kind of close it out.
We've closed it out like 4 times.
No,
they just keep going.
Well,
They just won't stop. They just keep finding more Samoans and just being like, here you go. There's more.
But we need the Samoan Civil War, Kev.
I really don't. I don't need it. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't need it at all. And then whatever this Beyond the Ring thing is, where we're going to like an island and the whole gimmick is to impress Roman Reigns, weird.
Do you want to talk about that? That's what I was going to ask you about, actually.
I just heard about that today. So what is it? Just the challenge mode?
So the island is what people are assuming it's going to be. You ever seen NBA 2K?
Yeah, I've seen it.
You know how people just walk around?
I guess.
Like you can just walk around a city in those games.
Okay.
That's gotta be our city.
Is there a point to walking in the city?
We'll figure it out. If it's like 2K, there's just gonna be like you can see people's custom characters.
I don't give a shit about this, so that means nothing to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like this is not gonna be anything new, but for people who play online, it's gonna be like a more community aspect, which is not gonna be great because it's just gonna be like NBA 2K, microtransactions, advertisements all around.
I will ask one thing. I don't understand the CRT filter going on here because this is like a very modern WWE storyline on an HD game console. I don't understand what the gimmick here is. I
think it's just because it's like the showcase mode is looking at the past.
It was like less than a year ago.
But it's still past. The future's now, old man.
Sure.
I still acknowledge Solo as my tribal chief.
I hate CRT filters and anything. Anyway.
I agree with you on that.
You.
Okay, yeah, but I'm not looking forward to this game at all. Because we got the island. Which I initially wanted like 10 years ago. I wanted that NBA 2K City aspect, but in the performance center where you could see other people. I wanted that so bad. But now I just don't care.
Performance center would make sense. Because you're like, oh, we're a bunch of wrestlers getting ready to be a wrestler. Going around going, ooh, woo, daddy Roman, are you impressed with me? Is like the most masturbatory thing for WWE, I feel like, ever. So,
and I would say there's a video that Chris Danger put out, which he pitched at W2K game with that aspect, and I love that idea. But it's 2K. We know it's gonna be half-assed. Like I play a lot of My Universe, and they probably put promos back in My Universe, but I don't care because I know it's gonna be half-assed.
Yeah, Universe mode kind of killed its fun for me so quickly.
Everything in this game is half-assed, or it's just like you get excited about it, and when you finally play it, it's dog shit. So it's like, why am I caring anymore?
Yeah, my friend was doing some Universe, and he beat Seth Rollins for a title, and then somehow in the Universe it was like, oh, but after the match he got DQ'd somehow, and Seth keeps the title. He's like, so what did I do any of this for? Like, it's pointless. So, there's that. What do we got here? Quick little thing. Starting in January 2026, no more PS4 games are going to be coming to PS Plus.
That's unfortunate.
Unfortunate. The only reason I think it's weird is because like the games are backwards compatible. So like, why not? Like maybe just throw one in, but let's move forward, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I don't have much to say.
Sure, I guess. Either way. It's a thing that is happening. What else do we have?
But speaking of things that are changing in the Sony PlayStation Lanspect.
Oh yeah, I saw this actually last minute. No more linking
Sony
PSN accounts.
Yeah. So for me, who's been in the PlayStation family their whole entire life, I didn't really care one way or the other, but I know people were very furious. Like they were like steaming mad that they had to create a PlayStation account that's free and link it to the PC games.
Okay, there was and I got educated on this. It was that because there are countries where PSN doesn't exist. Why people got mad.
And I would agree on that aspect. That aspect I totally agree with. However, that wasn't everyone. I think for most people, it was a matter of I don't want to create a new account. Kind of like people when we talk about like Epic Games Store or Ubisoft. In that aspect, I 100% agree. Like it's stupid that people in those countries can't play or buy the game just because you don't have access to it in that country.
Mm-hmm.
But now, moving forward, what they will do is the Ubisoft approach, in which they'll incentivize you with in-game items. And
it makes more sense.
yeah.
Which
We don't know. Go ahead.
We got the for the now I can't even, you threw it to me and then my brain doesn't even work. Spider-Man 2, you got like suits. Yeah, got awards, it's just suits. It's cosmetics, which are cool, I guess.
Yeah.
Sure, neat.
That's why I say it's the Ubisoft approach. And I think this is probably the best way to get people to actually use your service. Even though we open up, people are still gonna be pissed.
People complain just to complain. Like, honestly, oh my God, we got rated. Hello, Foxy.
Rated.
Hello, welcome to Mid Podcast. Hello, friends. Welcome in to Frenemy Fire. Oh my God, Chaos Switch. Well, so many things. Welcome in. We're talking about PlayStation not requiring you to have accounts anymore on their PC ports, which is great. I love that. Did I just hear a hello there thing? Did you do that?
Yes, I did. I used my soundboard.
Oh, I was like, what just did that to me? How's it going, Foxy? I hope you're having a lovely time. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate you guys. Everyone, there's a linked comment. If you came into the podcast late, make sure to go download the episode. And that'd be great. You catch the whole thing. We love you. Appreciate you so much. There is no quick transition to get back to the news story. I love you. The only time I saw people complain...
What people don't love, though, is the backlash, especially from Helldivers, too. So hopefully somebody has learned the lesson from all of this. Yeah. And it's kind of like, hey, we want to make this, incentivize it, but not force it, especially when we can't even supply to people who want our stuff. And speaking of things that you want to supply, but put in weird regulations, Pokemon Pocket's TCG.
They've
finally releases. Yeah.
What happened?
So Pokemon Pocket TCG is it's kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel or Duel Links, in which it's like a quick standard version. I have to check, make sure there's something on here of the mainline Pokemon trading card game. And a big feature they advertised was trading your cards. However, one of the major problems with this is the transaction aspect of this. That everyone hated, because you have to consume certain things to be able to trade. Kind of like the Wonder Pick system, in which you can consume your Wonder coins. I don't know. I haven't played Pokemon TCG since launch.
Yeah.
You consume your Wonder coins, and you can randomly draw one of 5 cards to get a new card for your collection. There also is now trade stamina. If you don't mind scrolling down, Kev.
The fuck is trade stamina?
Yeah, trade stamina. So in order to trade, depending on what card you want to trade, you have to have a certain amount of trade tokens. And someone made a chart that we can look at on screen right now.
Can I tell you one thing?
I'm so
you
sorry.
Throw a chart in there, I'm already out. Like, if I got to read a chart to figure out what's going on to do it, like those pre-order charts, I'm out. Immediately.
So one of the highest tiers is a star card, a 1-star card. You would need 400 trade tokens required to trade that. And you only get 100 from selling it. So there's also this aspect of, what are we doing here?
Yeah, what are you doing? So wait, when you sell the card, you're selling it to like the game, basically?
You're selling it to, I'm trying to figure this out, but I think you're selling it to whoever is trying to, like, I think it's gonna be a marketplace where you could look at cards.
I hate it already. I don't even play
it.
You could trade. I hate it.
I hate it. Everyone hates it. No one likes this.
Yeah. No, listen, I'm not in the trading card world, so like maybe this is all thrown over my head. I generally just don't get trading cards. It's for somebody to get the cards, but like, don't you want to play with them?
No, I have a binder, so I'm putting binders, and if I want,
I don't get that.
So
this is like already over my head, and like, just making it the virtual way just seems like a ripoff for like even I know
It
it's all
is.
in-game cards. Like, this just sounds. It's a mobile game. What'd you expect?
Yeah.
That's honestly what it comes down to. And a mobile game trying to rip you off. Who would have guessed? Remember when it was fun? No, because I never played this. Number one, I had Pokemon cards as a kid, and nobody wanted to play the card game. Like, it was the most annoying thing as a kid. I was like, oh, I got, like, it's like the closest thing I'll have to real Pokemon. I'll play with people. Nobody wanted to play with them. They just wanted to look at
I don't
Charizards.
remember when it was fun. Do you remember when it was fun, Kev?
Maybe. What do you mean I'm there? I just don't play the one trading card game. Fuck you.
Yeah, it's just frustrating. It's just a big cash grab. And, like, go to Reddit and look at the memes out of the Pokemon TCG pocket. Because they're hilarious.
Scared to go on Reddit. I'm here.
What is on your Reddit, my guy?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'll trade you my Venus for your Blastoise, but which 5 are you going to throw in the trash? Let's see. I received Celebi, you trash. Yeah. I mean, people are not.
For you were low, but holy fuck.
Yeah, okay. Leave them most.
It's a bad
Not like I'll be alone. Always my favorite meme. When people like will protect Sony, Xbox, or Nintendo. And they're just like, leave the company alone. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's I'm not shocked that a mobile game hooked you all in and then decided to try to get as much money of you as possible.
Oh my god, I love this one.
This one right here?
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. But you know something that we can enjoy?
What
Of
can
a
we
developer
enjoy?
actually doing good? Hogwarts Legacy and launching their official mod support.
Right. So it's
Which I thought
so
this-
you're the guy for this. You got to tell me.
Yes. So Hogwarts Legacy came out a very long time ago. I think probably 2 years ago. And for a lot of people, we thought it was over. They're just gonna keep their heads down and work on the next Hogwarts Legacy 2, which we don't know what's gonna be about. But they have told us that they are gonna have an expansion that's gonna be 4 to 6 hours of story, 10 to 15 hours of gameplay. And something that I did not know they were gonna do was add official mod support. It was a big thing because there's a lot of fun mods. Like the mods that I play with are like an actual class system where you have to go to classes and do homework. Or in the books, you can't be out at night. You have to be in your common room. But a lot of Hogwarts Legacy, you're out at night. So someone installed prefects that roam the halls that if you get caught by, 1, you get sent back to your common room, and 2, you lose 100 coins. So I think this will be a yeah, I mean, if you want realism.
I don't know. Yeah,
No, how
I
realistic
don't
is
know
it?
enough about Harry Potter if that's like real or not.
It's real that they would send you back to the commons. It's not real that they would give you lose you 100 coins.
Yeah,
But
robbing
I
kids
think-
blind. That'd be funny.
Yeah. But I think like this could be a very good aspect for the community, especially if they allow this to go to consoles. Like if they have mod support for consoles, which I didn't get a chance to read the full article before we started. But I'm hoping, from what the wording, it sounds like they might do console support.
That'd be neat. I would like to see it. I mean, mods are fun. I don't really mess with too many of them, but the fact that you can add Shrek in there means it's going to be great. So,
And Thomas the Tank Engine?
I feel like those are like the old Skyrim memes, but you know what? If they work, baby.
Yeah.
Take them. That's
Yeah.
good. So when are you going to be streaming the mods?
Probably as soon as I clean up my room.
So right after podcast. Got it.
Yeah.
You will.
But speaking of things I need to clean up, I'm gonna
Hell
have to
yeah,
clean my
brother.
mouth after this pop.
Damn it. Nope, the link's not working. Don't say it yet. You coughed. I need a new link. He's dying. So you don't die on me. Hold on. Pop. I can do it. I can get there. Oh, where is it? Hell yeah, brother. Oh my god, there's so many I hate ad. This is why I have ad block for a reason. We are getting the crossover we all needed, baby. Popeyes and Don Julio are teaming up on a limited edition menu.
The things I do for your podcast, Kev. But yeah, I sent you another link. That's the official website.
The Popeye, in the same thing? Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah, brother. They got their own website. It's time for the Don Julio Popeyes Championship lineup. That bread looks like a mashed potato or cauliflower, and I don't trust it.
I want it so bad.
Is there like a special burger? Like Don Julio Resposado flavored concha roll chicken sandwich.
Ooh, a concha roll.
Oh, that's what it's supposed to be. And then, so like,
Yep.
is anything? Oh, it's a mocktail. They're not even getting a real liquor at this Popeyes.
I mean, they would have to check IDs, and Popeye's workers can barely check the order.
They can check if you got these hands, though. I've seen videos. I'm into this.
And it begs the question of who would win in a fight, Popeye's worker or Waffle House worker?
Oh, Waffle House. They're a different breed. Let's be real. You see that lady catch a chair?
New house, old school Waffle House, yeah. Some of these new Waffle House workers, I'm like, you ain't winning that fight.
You kids are soft. You don't know how to throw chairs at kids.
Yeah, but concha rolls, they're like Mexican sweetbread.
Oh, that actually sounds great. Maybe I'll go to Popeyes now. There is actually one kind of close by me. It's got one close by me. So, I could...
if you remember on Friday, it would be nice.
I will, if I don't go to class first. But that is everything I got in the news. Nothing like... It wasn't like a big news week. So,
Yeah,
I
it was
don't got nothing.
very light.
Yeah, I was kind of waiting for something to happen, especially like missing a week, which is why I kind of wanted...
News.
What?
It's not in our locations.
Well, then fuck this. I'm not even going
Fuck
now.
them.
Yeah, well now, you know what? Popeyes, I'm going to KFC anyway.
Exactly.
Actually, I'm going to get the Lord's Chicky Sandwich at Chick-fil-A. I don't like the company,
that Lord's
but,
chicken.
but the chicken's good. I can't lie.
It's a good chicken. It's a good product.
I just feel bad
There's
for
no
the
ethics
drive-thru
on the
workers.
capitalism.
Well, that part's true. You're not going to win. That's the I was going to say the meat and potatoes of it, but Chick-fil-A doesn't have potatoes. That's all I got. Anyway, I'm good. I'm trying to get out of here. I have to edit this baby up. Ziggy, where can everyone find you?
You can find me at Ziggy Gamma on Blue Sky, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch.
Hell yeah.
Well, I play RPGs. I play dating sims. I play pro wrestling video games, and I talk about the news, entertainment news. So if any of that interests you, please come on by. And I'm not sick.
Yeah, you won't get sick if you go over there. But there's a little thingy for Ziggy. Go follow him real quick. I got my link tree there. You can find me on whatever's on there because I got to redo this little social side. We'll work on that. But that is everything
We'll fix
we
it
got.
post.
Yeah, I do some magic or something. But that's all I got. And hopefully when Aaron gets back from rebuilding his home, he will be here. Please send him all the love in the world and a lot of ointment.
Exactly.
It's not for the burns. He just has a real bad like jock itch thing going on. So we'll set up a GoFundMe for him to cure that. And maybe he'll be here next week, or he's dead. I don't know. We'll find out.
If not, I'll just come back next week and I'll say, "Oh, I died in the soot.
I killed Aaron, so therefore you are Aaron." That's how the rule works, right?
I think so.
Works for me. Bye, everyone.
Hey, do I get his championship belts now?
Oh hell no! I'm taking that thing. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.